Said play on my pussy, but don't play up my emotions. If you spend some money, then maybe I just might fuck you.
So hi goddesses, it's Pole Goddess, and this is a video on pole maintenance. These are signs that you can tell that your pole is about to come down. So as you guys know or don't, if you do not follow me on social media, here's my social media account. This video I posted, this actually happened to me about a week ago. And I wanted to make a video on this, and particularly because I wanted to show people and tell people that there are ways to tell when your pole is about to come down, and these are signs that I've ignored. I've been pole dancing for about a year now. So funny enough, this happened to me last year, but it didn't come tumbling down. Maybe this is information that a lot of people are not aware of, but because I've been pole dancing for a year, I noticed this happened last year around the same time. So with that being said, we're gonna get right into the video, and I'm going to show you guys on how to tell when your pole is about to come down. First and foremost, what I'm gonna go over is talking about my pole. My pole is right here. And I just wanted to talk about one of the most important things that everyone should be aware of when it comes to, you know, portable poles at home. It's not bolted in the ceiling. So with that being said, you have to understand that there are more likely of a chance for your pole to come down. So it's very important that you keep up with the maintenance of your pole, because it's not bolted in the ceiling. It is a portable pole that can loosen, you know what I'm saying, and it can come down. So I just wanted to make that clear that your pole is not bolted in the ceiling. So also another thing that I wanted to say that is very important, I did see a couple, I saw one comment in particularly on Instagram when someone was just talking about, and first off asking me what brand was the pole. And I want to make this clear, with what I'm about to share with you guys, it doesn't fucking matter about the brand. I want to make that clear. So when my pole did fall, a lot of people, even with the standard brand, X-Pole, the same thing happened to them. Their poles would come down as well. And this is something that I truly want to make clear of. The reason that my pole came down is because it was starting to get hotter. And like I said in the beginning of the video, that last year the same thing happened. So because of the same thing happening, around this time last year, with a different pole, by the way, this was an Amazon pole, my pole still almost came down, okay? And this time, with a different pole that I just neglected entirely, coming down. It's because it's hot. So again, it does not matter. If your pole is not bolted into the ceiling, it doesn't matter what brand it is. And then when it comes to heat, what happens with metal? Metal expands. So again, doesn't matter what the your brand is. Heat is heat, metal is metal. So with that being said, we are now gonna jump into the next segment, where it's finally getting on the fucking pole. Why did I do that? I felt so weird. These are things that you can do before getting on the pole. This is very important. So I'm going to show you the pole test. This is a test that you should do every single time before you get on the pole, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to get next to the pole, and we're just going to pull back and pull forward just to see. And don't be so gentle, okay? Don't be so gentle. You need to really, really push it, because if you're getting on the pole and doing these tricks and moves, the pole is gonna move. So you're just gonna have to really make sure that the pole is not moving. It probably looks weird, but you just gotta pull it and see. That is one of the tests that you should do every single time. And another test that I do right after I do that, I don't do it as often, but since I've fallen, I'm doing it a lot more. So what you need to do before getting on the pole as well is conditioning. And with conditioning, it helps me see if the pole is stable. So I will show you guys a video of what the conditioning that I do. So this is conditioning. This is what I do every single time before, you know, getting on the pole, just to feel secure. So that is another test that I do just before really, really getting on the pole and doing tricks and stuff. I just kind of keep it slow and just see what's going on with the pole. And once I feel confident, then I'm like, okay, I'm good, the pole is secure. And this is something that, just to make you feel good, it's gonna make you feel like, okay, the pole is secure. So now that I've shown you guys the pole test, now we're gonna get into the red flags. So what are some ways that you can tell that your pole is about to come down? What are the telltale signs? So this is the first sign that I completely fucking ignored. And you shouldn't ignore this at all. So if you have a pole like mine, I have a Fit to Flaunt pole. And as you can see, at the bottom and at the top, there are two pieces that come together that you twist in. If you have a Fit to Flaunt, you know, if you put it up yourself. So one of the things that I noticed every single time for like the past few weeks, this was untwisting, okay? And then I would do the pull test after I just finished spinning around. I would go like this. This should never be bending. You should not be, it shouldn't be kind of opening and like moving, you know, like going like that. Your pole should never be doing that. And for me, I just ignored that. What I did, please don't do this. So when I noticed it was unloosened and I would go like that and it was like bending, I would just twist it back. That is not what you should ever do. Because I kept doing that for the last couple of weeks, my pole came down. That was a telltale sign, hey, I'm fucking loose, fix me. So I just kept hearing that and ignoring it. So, and I just kept pulling it. So don't do that, please. I beg of you, don't do it. So that was the first sign of how you can tell where it is about to come down. So the second sign that I'm gonna give you guys, this is another red flag. Please pay attention. So when I would pole dance and I would spin around my pole, now, right now, like in the video that I showed you where I'm doing the conditioning, you don't really hear any clicking noises. So in my video, when I watched it back, I realized there was hella clicking noises going on and I just fucking ignored it. If at the top, as you spin around, you keep hearing clack, 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 or just some fucking noise, that's an indication that something needs to be retightened. That is an indication I'm about to come the fuck down. Okay, so I already have this unloosened and then it's clicking at the top. That is a way to tell your fucking pole's gonna come down. I'm really mad at myself because I knew that, but I just had to learn the hard way. So don't be like me and learn the hard way, because I seem to do things harder in my life and I don't know why. And people tell me all the time, why do you make things hard? I don't fucking know. Oh Lord. Put yourself together. With that being said, those are telltale signs. Please pay attention. Those are really, really important signs. And like I was saying before, this has really only happened around the hotter months. We're in June, you know what I'm saying? It's starting to get hot in LA. The thing is, which I thought LA was gonna be hot year round, but LA gets really cold around September all the way until March. It's like 60, 50, 70s, you know what I'm saying? And we live in a drier state, so it gets really, really kind of cold. So during those months, I didn't really have to readjust my pole because it wasn't loosening. Now that it's getting hotter, it's starting to loosen up. Because like I said earlier today, metal expands, things and tighten in hotter weather. And on top of that, if you are on your pole more often, say you're on your pole every other day or pole dancing every day or every other day in the hotter months, please readjust your pole and tighten it more often. Because you are moving, it is hot, your pole is going to loosen itself. So just be more cautious around the summertime. Trust me, you're not gonna regret it. Well, thank you guys for reaching out to me and thank you guys for asking me if I'm okay. I am totally fine. Honestly, my pole fell on the couch, this comfy couch right over here, and I caught myself, surprisingly. Well, not even surprisingly because I'm that bitch. But anyway, I caught myself and literally, you know, now I got a little boom, boom, you know what I mean, little booty. I fell on my butt. And the most that happened is the pole tapped me right here. But other than that, I was totally fine. I was laughing. I found it so funny because one of the funniest things was it was like falling in slow motion. So I don't know if you've ever seen like in movies where it's like, well, let me tell you a little about my life or some shit like that. That's how I felt coming down from the pole. Like I saw, not really my life flash before my eyes. It was like a pause. And I was like, yep, I'm a dumbass. But I'm totally fine, I'm totally okay. And again, this is why I'm making this video, because there are people that have had major injuries. And I want to prevent that for other people, because I don't know if y'all remember a couple years back, I think it might have been 2 years ago actually, where this pole dancer, I'm gonna insert the video, this pole dancer fell. She was super high on the pole and she fell. I believe she broke a couple of ribs, and I think it even like kind of broke in some of her jawbone, I think, or something like that. But she was really fucked up and it really messed her up. So pole, point blank period, is dangerous, and it can be very dangerous. I'm totally fine, I'm totally okay, but this is why I'm making this video, so that cannot happen to other people, or at least you can prevent it even higher. Because like, listen, I mean, like, literally birth control says 99% preventable, so I feel like that's how I feel about the pole. It can be 99% preventable if you really take care of it, and you know, take care of your pole, and you do it on the hotter months. But even in the months that you don't, I would say check in on it every 2 to 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Even in the colder months, especially if you're on it a lot more. Just, again, maintenance. Your pole, your portable pole at home that is not bolted in the ceiling, you do have to take care of it. Okay, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you like this video. I hope this helps a lot of people, because a bitch is not gonna do that again. Okay, love you guys, bye.